الله أكبر الله أكبر.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Hello my dear brothers and sisters. So we discussed about general locations and general directions that people in different countries must pray to. But today we want to talk about ways that can help us to figure out where we are and which direction we have to pray to. First of all, you have to know where you are in the globe, whether you are in northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere. That's the first information you need. So when you understand that, and you know that, for example, you are in northern hemisphere of the globe, using just sun, you have to know your way, know your direction, know your location, and which direction is Mecca and Saudi Arabia, and which direction you have to pray to. So if you live in northern hemisphere, how we can use sun to figure out? First of all, when sun rises in anywhere, doesn't matter where you live, it rises from east. But if you are in northern hemisphere, before noon, before the sun reaches to the highest point of its position in day, if you live in northern hemisphere, the sun is in southeast. It shows southeast in northern hemisphere before noon. And after noon, it shows what? Southwest in northern hemisphere. When? After noon. And obviously, it goes down into the west. But if you live in southern hemisphere of the globe, just like the northern hemisphere, the sun rises from the east and goes down to the west. But the difference is, when it reaches to the noon, it shows the north. Unlike the northern hemisphere, that when sun was in its position noon, it showed the south, but in southern hemisphere it shows the north. So when sun hasn't reached to its point of the noon, it shows northeast, and after noon it shows northwest, and at noon it shows the north. So using this information, you can use these information, and knowing where you are and knowing where Mecca are compared to you, you can find direction of Qibla. And just like this, you can use the northern star. It's the most bright star in the night sky, and you can find it. It shows you the north, and you can find the north, and knowing where you are and where Mecca is located, you can find direction of Qibla. And one last way is using your watch, your wristwatch. You can face your watch, face of your watch, put it somehow that it looks up, looks to the sky, and point the hour mark to the sun, and the hypothetical line between that and the 12 shows you the south. Shows you the south in northern hemisphere. In northern hemisphere, it shows you the south, and in southern hemisphere, it shows you the north. That hypothetical line between your hour mark and 12. Put and aim your hour mark to the sun, and the hypothetical line between that and the 12 shows you north or south based on where you are in the globe. I think this is it with ways that we can found our location and our direction on the globe. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.